Welcome back to Phantom Works. What you're looking at is I don't know what year, Ford Excursion V10 four-wheel drive automatic SUV. These things are phenomenally known. Everybody knows these Excursions, great work vehicles. And guess how much I picked it up for? That much, $0. Well, they say nothing in life is actually ever free, but the guy gave it to me. Doesn't have the title yet. I'm working on that. However, I did have to pay $150 for a rollback to come get it. Let's see what year it is. I didn't even look at that. 2000. 03, 2000. So that might be a 01. I'm not sure what it classifies as. Anyway, so as you can see, it's the interior is shot. The interior shot, exterior's not much better. However, there has been some rats living in here. There was chickens living in here laying eggs. They did take the chicken eggs out of it, which I'm pretty mad about because I was going to have breakfast tomorrow. Free rat crap comes with it. And there's a free dead mouse right there. So, anyway, smells terrible. I've been leaving the doors open for about 3 days. Sounds absolutely, it just smells absolutely awful. Exterior, broken window here in the back. Mold, was it north is where mold grows? That might be north. Actually, I think that is north. Yeah, that was north where it was pointing. It makes me want to gag even standing around it. But it does have the V10 engine in it. And it does turn over and it does almost crank. I put a little gas in it. Let's put this bad boy. I put a little gas down the throttle body. I would do it again, but it backfired and blew my can up. But turns over good. Sounds like it's got good compression. What scares me is all this stuff is left open. So let's see. Let's crank her over. Show you what I'm talking about. Oh, it still did come off. So I believe the fuel pump's not working. I didn't do any of this on camera. I'm not going to do it on camera. I checked the fuel pressure port valve. No fuel pressure coming out of it. So I'm hoping that is the problem. Like I said, I sprayed some gas down in it. It's got 181,900 miles. I got to be careful. There might be a freaking snake in here. So every time I hear something, I look over. Not sure how long it's been off the road for. Oh, backfired. Yeah. It was just burning the gas that I had left in the throttle body. I don't even want to sit in this nasty rascal. I don't know if the windows roll down or anything else. It's four-wheel drive. That's good. It's got some spray paint on it. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh, there we go. Well, the windows roll down. Door locks aren't great. So let's I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna drop this gas pump, this fuel pump out, and we're gonna put a new one in because this thing is just too ugly to be sitting around. All tires are flat, so I want to see if it's even worth my time getting this thing running. So let's go ahead and drop this fuel tank. So I'm under this behemoth. Looks like somebody's either tried to take this off before, or they did. So they're both loose. That's either good or a bad thing. Probably bad. However, there's these two bolts. Then on the other side, there's this bolt and that bolt. So I want to put a jack underneath here and lower it down. Hopefully I can get these hoses off. I was kind of worried about that. But if they're already loose, then they should come right off. Stay tuned. All right, pretty simple to get this out. It was 3 7mm bolts. pulled the filler neck out. 4 18mm bolts pulled the gas tank out. All right, so what are we looking for now? Looks like, I can't really see in here too good. They got some electrical wires here, fuel line there. So let's see if we can get this thing out. All right, we got a new fuel pump in. So let's put the fuel tank back in there. Hopefully it'll work. It said it was tested in 2016, so that's what it says. Tested 9/13/16. So it's been about almost 8 years. So hopefully we can get this thing going. So let's go ahead and hook it back up. Not sure if we got enough gas. Let's put some more gas in. I don't think it's enough. All right, let's try it again. Oh, she's alive. She's alive. Ho-ho! Charging. It's got oil pressure. Let her die. We'll put the throttle body back on here, the air intake. Well, I'd be lying to you if I told you I put new gas in it, because I didn't. I put the same old gas that was in it back in it. It's probably why it's not running that great, but I just wanted to see if it was going to run. Now I know it's going to run. I'm still, I need to pull some. Still getting some in there. It did come off E a little bit. Okay, I was making sure the gas hand worked. So it did come off E a little bit. Oh, died. Yeah, well, hey, revs right to the moon. Man. Now we need to see if I can pump up these tires. Do I got brake fluid? Yeah, I got some. I have transmission fluid. Yes. No. Let me wipe that off. Let's see. The hay is running pretty good. It's even starting to warm up a little bit. That's good. I don't want to suck the bottom of these gas tanks. I'm using old cat litter baskets, or buckets, I should say. I don't want to get to the very, very bottom because that's where all the trash and stuff is, but we'll go a little bit lower than where it's at. Just let it run. I didn't even put the fuel filler neck back in. I'm just using the hose to run straight to the gas tank. Got my watch and my ring up. Got good oil pressure, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, ADHD when it comes to stuff. Man, I got a freaking mess out here. Ooh, all right. I gotta clean it all up tomorrow before my wife starts yelling at me. All right. Now they said the reason it was parked because I had a bad transmission seal leak. I don't see any fluid on there. I think this takes Mercon. Let me go check and I'll dump some in there. All right. I know this ground's soaking wet. I'm about to get soaking wet, but there's fluid. I don't know what that is. Looks like we had an oil leak too. Well, I put about a quart of transmission fluid in. Let's just see if it moves under its own power. I know it's got... It ain't gonna move these flat tires. It ain't gonna move with these flat tires. Check the trans fluid again, make sure it's full. All right, we got it running last night. I put some air in tires, not a whole lot, but I did put some in there. Just need to see if this thing will move because it didn't want to move yesterday. I put some transmission fluid in it. I really gotta put some good gas in it. Cause I gotta put that old gas that was in it yesterday. It's like it's stuck. Well, it must have been a stuck brake pedal because we got it loose and now I got a flat tire, but it's rolling. This is my 2000 Ford Excursion, and if you've been watching, we've been doing a little bit of work to it. I got bronchitis, sorry. So if you've been watching, we've been doing a lot of work to it. Got this thing running, got it for free. Been trying to clean it out, got it running, got it driving. One big flaw, the front left brake is completely seized on it. So it's unable to even be moved without tearing your yard up, and I know from experience. So today we're going to work on all these brakes. Looks like all of them are pretty bad from sitting so long. So we're going to change them all and see what else we uncover while we're down there. So let's get to work. All right, now that we got this tire off, we can see this brake is completely sealed on here, seized, caliper seized. So we're going to take this caliper off. I got a new caliper in brake line, and what is that? It's not a vacuum line. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna take this off and see if we can get another one on. Hopefully it'll break free. All right, after hitting and prying and jarred and hammering away, we got this brake caliper off. It's pretty bad shape. It's got some brake fluid in it. So this rotor on the back here is pretty much seized. Not seized, it's pitted really bad. Let's see if I can get the camera back here. So right here we got a big ridge here where I guess the brake pad was rubbing against it. I'm guessing that is where it seized up at. As you can see, the brake pad just fell apart here. And it's got an indentation on it as well, the same place. So this brake rotor's shot. Bad thing about it, these things are stupid expensive. So I did order some. I'm going to take this bracket off and put new hardware and everything in it. This shock is shot. I see that. That's pretty clear to see. What goes here? Anything? Looks like some kind of line. Vacuum hose or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna take a look at that. Seeing what some shocks are. Going to the other side here. Haven't taken the wheel off because I had to wait on the rotors. However, we get down here and look. You look through here, they're pitted bad, and this is something I'm gonna be driving, so I want it to be reliable. So I went ahead and ordered new rotors for that. Look at the back, same thing. I just want to see if this. Well, as I took the brakes off, started really looking, and yep, looks like we're gonna be doing a wheel hub. Let's check everything else out. Ball joints, tie rod, everything looks good. Let's see. Well, I'm not sure that that's what it looked like. That it looks a little crusty in there. Tie rod's good shape. Wheel hub, not so much. So we're gonna change it too. While we're in here, start looking. Shock's rusted in half. Gonna change it. Might as well paint the frame while I'm at it. So that's what we're gonna do today. Start looking. Obviously, I got 3 of the same wheels, the little bullet hole style, like those. And I had one different one. So start looking, and this is why I wouldn't pump up. I thought the tire was bad, but the wheel's bent. So, you know, I know I gotta buy a whole new wheel eventually anyway to get them all to match, but I don't think that thing's gonna work unless I heat it up and beat it with a sledgehammer, which we might end up doing. But let's get to work on, I guess we're gonna change the hub first, take it out. Hey, Charlie. Take the hub off, then we'll, I guess put the, well, I guess we'll paint the frame first, then put the, you know, new hub, new brake, new shocks and all on. Then we'll move to the other side. So let's get to work. All right, we got the brakes on. Got the brake caliper on, torque down, brake pads on, rotor on. Everything's painted. It's looking pretty good. I got the frame painted. I got this. I gotta torque that down while I'm thinking about it. But everything else looks good. Now we just gotta go to the other side. Finish this wheel hub. You see the difference. It looks completely different. Finish this wheel hub. Do the same thing on this side, and then we'll be done. All right, so here's what we got. We got oil change. We got fuel filter change. We got air filter change. Man, it cranked right up. It's running a little better. It's still kind of spitting and sputtering. Maybe it'll clear up, but it used to, it wouldn't even stay running. You'd have to hold your foot on the gas to get it to first crank up. Let's see if it actually does now. Okay, kind of. See if it stays running. Usually it cuts off right here. Yeah, it still does. Well, I know where all our brake fluid went. I suspected that there was a leak. And as we're building pressure, oh man, it's everywhere. As we're building pressure, we got a line right here leaking from right there. Don't see any other place. Well, down here, I hate brake fluid, man. Okay, where are we at? So, right here, Jesus. We got a leak not on this steel line, but this line right back here. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Probably gonna have to move this, take the fuel filter back off, move all these lines up, and then get to it because it's a bad spot. Took the line off where it was leaking, broke here, and it was leaking there, so I cut it. That's all the same spots. It was in those little plastic fittings. Those plastic fittings that hold it to the rail, they rub tiny little holes in there. They're pretty notorious for that. So anyway, gonna get new brake line and 2 compression fittings, and I guess that'll be it. Brakes are bled. This is what I had to do. Let's see if I can crawl under this thing still. So I ended up having to replace about 6 foot of brake line. I did use compression fittings. I know people say, oh, you can't use them on brake lines. I put them on several vehicles. They've always worked. They might not be reliable, but anyway, so I got 6 foot of brake line replaced. The truck's still running rough. I believe it needs spark plugs. However, we got the brakes bled and it should be able to move. So I'm gonna move this thing. I've been waiting a long time, almost a month since it was parked here. So let's move all this stuff out the way. Huh. Doesn't really want to move, I guess because of a flat tire. There it goes. Don't tell me another brake caliper's locked. Hey everybody, missed some video there. To add some context, the front left wheel was wrong and it was causing it to rub against the tie rod end. So I had to get new tires and wheels for it. I didn't put the video in there. I don't know what happened to it, but that's just to catch you up to speed on that. So if you guys been watching, we've been working on this Excursion for a while, doing a little bit of this and that to it. And these new spark plugs bad. It's got, well, I assume it's got a pretty bad miss, and I'll put a video in here. I've already taken the liberty of pulling all the coils and the plugs out of it. Well, actually, all the coils, not the plugs. So this is going to be the driver's side. This was cylinder, I guess the second cylinder on the driver's side. I'm not sure how Fords work. Got a cracked coil there, so that's probably not good. But take a look at these spark plugs, man. They are butt through the ringer. They're Motorcraft, so I assume they're all original plugs. 180,000 miles in this thing. It was definitely time for a change. So we're gonna pop the new ones back in. Well, I gotta get a few more spark plugs out. I got 3 more on this side to get to. This has been a pain in my rear end. So let's get them out. Finally got all the plugs out the Excursion. We got 10 new plugs, 10 new coils. Got these off Amazon for $100. So they're Motorcraft spark plugs, and I don't know what, I guess unbranded, just some cheap thing, coils. And if any of these ever go out, I'll just put the Motorcraft on the one that was bad. So let's go ahead and install these things. They're pre-gapped, so let's just throw them in. Before I throw them in, I got some dielectric grease I'm gonna pop on there. Really get them covered. So just on the porcelain there, so it makes a good connection with the coils. And we'll go through all the ones on the driver's side first because they're easiest to get to. All right, a little darker. I got all the plugs and coils in. Let's hope it cranks up and runs better. Weird. Okay. See if it's still spitter sputtered. Yep, still. Jesus. I just hate this still, like Alright, so I think I might have finally found out what can cause this rough idle. Took off the idle air control valve. It's corroded, gummed up. Bought a new one from Advance. I really don't like buying stuff from Advance anymore. However, they were the only one that had it. So it was 70 bucks right at. Put this on, hook it up, and let's pray and hope to God that it actually works. I'm tired of having this rough idle after changing everything that I have changed so far. All right, well, got the idle air control valve in. It's pretty tough. The bolts are kind of tight. So this is literally the first start. And I hope this thing cranks up. Where's the key? There it is. Please work. Holy cow. That did it. That did it. Wow. Go idle down. Listen to her now. Oh, wow. That was the problem. Can't believe it actually did it. I'm shocked. But I'm happy. I actually got a fairly good running truck. Alright, we're taking this thing to go get some gas. Driving pretty smooth. I don't know if it's the tires that are jacked up or something, but it's something bouncing in the front end. It feels like a tire. Obviously not a wheel hub or anything, so we replace that. Brakes working good. Jesus, dude, what the freak? What are you doing? Jesus Christ. People, man. Man, I gotta say, I know this windshield's pretty dirty, but I put these new tires on there, and it is, well, I wouldn't say new tires, new to me tires. This thing is driving so much smoother. Look at the steering wheel. I got a little ball joint issue. You hear it clicking and clacking, but it didn't look like it was bad. Definitely something in the front left. It is driving smooth as can be. Man, pretty smooth little truck. Rides pretty good. Well, everybody, that's it. Man, we got this thing running. We got it driving today in this video. That was over about a 2-month span. So there's a lot of stuff that I might have missed. I know a lot of it's from the POV point of view. And I didn't get a lot of tripod action. I'm sorry for that. This video, you didn't like it being up close and stuff. But anyway, I'm glad I can show you some of my experience with this thing and bring it to you. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe to my channel. And we're going to post a lot more videos here about it soon. So stay tuned for those. All right, we'll catch you next time here on Phantom Works.